Hey guys, there's something really exciting to tell you. I'm so excited. As you guys know, I am in a cut right now, and I am going to be starting carb cycling on Monday, but I am going to also be starting a different training routine where the sets will be a little bit higher, the reps will be a little bit higher, the weight will be a little bit lighter, and it'll just be a lot of high intensity and more cardio, and I want cardio to be very specific. So I'm going to be bringing you guys a summer shred program. I'm not sure about the price or the logistics or anything yet. I have to figure that out. Or I think it's going to be about 8 weeks because it's about 8 weeks of summer. So I want to start on Monday about it. But if you're interested in it, please send me an email and we'll talk about it. I actually might do like an enrollment type thing where you just send me the money directly to PayPal. And then I'll email you the plan with it. So you will get your macros. If you have counted your macros for a while or at all previously, I will do carb cycling with you. But if you haven't, it's going to be a little overwhelming. So we'll just do cutting macros for the first 4 weeks and then feel it out. So macros, shopping list, supplement recommendations, but you don't need supplements. I can get my license taken away if I tell you that you need supplements and you don't, realistically. That's pretty much the nutrition and full adjustments, full coaching and everything throughout that. My phone number for full support along with the email support. I probably will make a separate email just for that, but you guys will just get that. And the 8-week training split that will be specific cardio, because I want cardio to be a little different during it, and I will be doing it alongside with you, which is exciting. I'm so excited about this. I knew I was going to be making some adjustments to my training, but I have a good amount of free time right now, so I'm going to put in the extra work and I'm going to make you guys a kick-ass plan. I'm really excited. I'm so excited. It's going to take me probably about like 2 or 3 days to come up with all of it, but that, I'm really excited about it and I hope you guys are as excited as I am. I don't really know what else is going to be in this vlog. Probably my breakfast, but I'm not really sure what I'm going to have, so we'll see. I don't have any eggs or anything. Oh, I do have eggs. Alright, so breakfast. Okay, so I have a few things I also wanted to tell you guys that I totally forgot about. The gluten-free thing. So I have been gluten-free for December, so a couple of months now. And I told you guys when I was going gluten-free, but things have kind of changed a little. So I was noticing that my stomach pain was still there even though I was eating gluten-free. So I tried, oh shit, this'll work. I tried to add in a little bit more gluten into my diet just to see how that would go. My mom had told me something about how like she thought that I should maybe try incorporating a little more, so I tried and I was fine. I mean, I had no stomach pain. I think the cut down on gluten was definitely a good option. So I cut down on gluten, which I'm not saying this is a good option for everyone, but for me, this is what I did. I cut down on gluten for a good amount of time, and then I introduced it a little, like not a ridiculous amount. I'll probably have it once a day at most, but I do have it when I have a cheat meal. That I always do, just because a gluten-free cheat meal isn't that great, so in case you're wondering. So, oh, another thing, this weekend will be my last cheat meal for however long. Last cheat meal for a while, because during carb cycling, I don't like to have cheat meals during it, because like it's really more about what you can fit, what you can't fit, because when you carb cycle, your fat is low on high days, so people automatically will assume, oh, on a high day I can have a cheat meal, but you actually can't because it doesn't fit. Obviously, your fat would be too low. So unless I recommend like making it fit if you are carb cycling. I also wanted to talk about other social medias, and just, you guys probably have Twitter, but I don't really advertise my Twitter that much because I forget to use it. So I don't want a description box, but I don't really use it that much. And when I do use it, it's more of like, it has really not that much to do with fitness. It's usually me like bitching or venting about something. Like yesterday I tweeted about the lack of hard work in our generation, which is something that a lot of people talk about, but I want to talk about it in this video specifically because I do not think that it's fair that people will sell booty programs because they have a big butt, and people will sell meal plans because they have a lot of Instagram followers, and they'll sell workout guides because they have a lot of followers. And I don't think that's fair, but if you do have a lot of knowledge in it, that's not to say that you're doing something wrong. But if you have so much pull and so much influence in social media, and you take advantage of that, and you take advantage of the people who are coming to you, who are most likely people who are not educated in the subject, who are not knowledgeable in the subject, I think that's not fair to both them and to everyone else. That's not to say that everyone who is certified is qualified, because that's not true either. There's people who are very qualified who are not certified. However, there's some people who are absolutely not qualified, and they're just doing it just because they have a lot of Instagram followers. If you take the time to develop your Instagram, and you're not paying for followers, and you're not being a fraud, and like, that's one thing. Like, if you're taking the time to grow your social media, and you're taking the time to put all of your efforts into it, that's one thing. But if you are just bragging about all the things that are being handed to you, if you are just taking advantage of these people that don't really know anything about fitness because you, oh my god, that scared the shit out of me. I feel like it's not fair that so many people in the industry take advantage of people who are not knowledgeable, and they use that to their advantage to sell meal plans and workout guides that are really just cookie cutter, and they got off bodybuilding.com. Realistically, I just don't think that that's fair. I mean, it's not to say though that everyone that's certified is knowledgeable, because everyone that's certified isn't knowledgeable, and I think that you do need to do further research, and you do need to do more education and things like that. I think there's always opportunity for growth, but I do think that it's important that these people aren't qualified, and they see that what they look like, and you're using what you look like to your advantage. I don't think that that's fair. I think it goes deeper than that. I think it goes deeper than a six-pack and a big butt. I think it is important to get to know your coach. I think it's important to pick a coach not only based on what they look like, but based on other factors, obviously. Just think that I feel bad for the people that are being taken advantage of, essentially. I just feel bad for them, and I don't feel that it's fair. I don't know. I just feel really bad that people have to go, people who don't realize that you're paying all this money for someone who isn't qualified, and someone who could potentially get you injured. But I just think it's important to look into the person that you are choosing as your coach. I might not be a right fit for someone. That's my little spiel on that, and I hope I did help someone with that, and I hope I didn't offend anyone, but that was just my opinion, that I don't feel that a lot of people in this generation are working hard for things, and they're just taking advantage of the fact that, oh, I have a lot of followers from this, that, or the other thing, so let me just start selling meal plans to people who don't know shit, and I'll just sell a fucking Shreds meal plan or some shit like that. Like, Shreds trainer, you're not a trainer. Let's put that out there too. So that's my little spiel on training and the lack of genuinity whatever in our generation. So annoying about my Keurig. The fact that it only makes 10 ounces of coffee and these cups are so big. So I just reuse them usually. But I'm making a delicious breakfast. I am just sauteing some onions right now because I really like to have onions in my potatoes. I'll be using these Ore-Ida diced hash browns. They only have 16 grams of carbs and they have 2 grams of protein. So I like to use these. I like to buy Ore-Ida stuff. I feel like it's really good and it's pretty high quality. So I do have potatoes O'Brien, which is kind of similar, but it has peppers and onions in it. I do have those, but okay, this is a huge block. and then we'll be good. And then I'm gonna have an everything bagel thing, which I've shown you guys like a million times. But I'll show you just what I'm doing real quick down here. Sauteing some onions. You know these smell delicious if you like onions. If you don't like onions, they probably don't smell that good to you. But I like to use white Vidalia onions. And then I'm gonna go in the potatoes. So I just want to show you something really quick. So people ask me about this a lot. So I put the cup on first, and I already have it off. So then I turn it on. That way it'll register as 0 here. And you go to grams, and it'll register as 0, so you can add everything into the cup, and then it will count it that way. I like to use cups, but sometimes I'll use bowls and whatever else. So I think that's a good way to just do that. So I'm gonna just use my eggs, my brown eggs. I'm gonna do 2 egg whites with this little half and then 1 egg. I'm using my egg today as my fat, which I don't always do, but sometimes I will. Because I have fat-free cheese that I've been using, so I'm going to be using the yolk as my fat. Instead of